It is a Sunday, and you know what that means? We need to reset and we need to reinvent myself today because I am sick and tired of being messy, not having my shit together, all of the above. So that is what today's vlog's gonna be. First, let's go get a coffee though. We are back from our coffee walk, and I've also gone to Woolworths and Chemist Warehouse, so we're getting there. So quick little haul. Obviously hot cross buns, duh. That is what I'm going to eat for lunch with my partner as well, so that I'm excited about. And then the rest is little snacks for me, and I'm going to try and make like a bean salad later. How that will go, we'll see. I'm going to try and meal prep. I've never done it before, I don't really cook, but obviously a bean salad is not cooking, so fingers crossed I can master it. So we have coriander or cilantro, whatever you like to call it, capsicums, I have a lime for the lime juice dressing, then we have a couple of cans of black beans. I have realized that I've got two different brands, my bad, I'm sure they'll taste fine. Corn, I already have another one of corn, and I already have a few other beans. Red onion, one gigantic red onion, so that'll be good. And then I already have a couple of the other ingredients for the dressing, like garlic, cumin, and oil. It did have avocado in the recipe, but controversial. Avocado is not my favorite thing. I don't know if I mentioned, I probably haven't, but I had a skin prick test done earlier in the week, and it's come up that I have like an allergy sensitivity to soy, peanuts, and egg yolk. So I'm trying to meal prep so that I don't unintentionally eat those things. For example, last night I went out for dinner for Thai. Terrible idea if you can't have soy. So I probably did eat soy yesterday. So we're gonna try and restart it for the week coming up. And then the rest of the groceries are snacks. So I got my favorite yogurt. I like the YoPro passion fruit one. Essentially, I'm good with any yogurt, but my favorite flavor is passion fruit, so that is what we got. And then the lollies were on sale. I can't help myself. I love lollies, so if I'm gonna eat them but try and be good, I thought I'd get the Fun Day ones whilst they're on sale. I don't know if you can tell, but my favorite type of lolly is a sour lolly, so that's what we got. But the plan for the rest of the day is I have to have a shower, wash my hair, do all that. The house is quite messy, so I need to also start cleaning up a bit. I want to start a new book as well, so I might start an audiobook whilst I clean up. I have Light Lark on my TBR, and I do have a credit for Audible, so I could use my credit on that. I always get nervous using my Audible credit. I feel like I need to make a really good decision. I will check actually. I'll double check that if it's on the free library apps. I'm going to assume not because it's still a pretty new book, but that's the next plan. What else do we need to do today? Obviously I need to make the bean salad. I would like to go to Pilates, but I'm not sure. We'll see if we get there today. We'll leave it there for now. But that is the little grocery haul. This side is okay, this side terrible. What it looks like from the back, probably nothing. And how long will it last? Also probably nothing, but I gave it a go. I'm not very good at styling my hair, so I thought I'd give it a go. I am going to go do a little bit of cleaning before I put on some makeup and get ready for the remainder of the day. Finally going to do some makeup. I've had to change my shirt because I had kebabs as a little lunch break, and I did get the sauce all over me unfortunately, but that's okay. I don't know at this stage if I'm going to my mum's or not. She's currently out watching the Grand Prix, but I thought I'll pop on a little bit of makeup anyway, because tonight my partner and I want to go across the road. There's like this Japanese food court, and they have kind of like a beer festival thing on. Yesterday was his birthday, and today's the last day of the little event, so we thought we might go check it out. I've just gone in with the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. I only picked this up recently and I really like it. It feels quite weird if you've never used like a grippy one to start with, but I understand why people use it. Now I'm just going to go in with MCO Flawless Glow. I don't need to do crazy makeup on a Sunday, so I'm just going to put a bit of this on, even out my skin tone a little bit. I also have the IT Cosmetics foundation, so I might just pop a little bit of that on. How's reinventing myself going, you might be wondering? I've gone for a walk this morning, and then I went to Woolworths, got some ingredients, then I've done some cleaning, obviously washed my hair, all of that. I'm not going to make Pilates, but that's okay, we can go back to that tomorrow. I'm pretty good at exercising, so that's one habit that I'm not too bad at. But I also got to start a book. I started Light Luck, but I've been listening to it on Audible whilst I clean, so that's been good. I don't know how much I'm retaining just because I have been multitasking whilst I listen to it, but it doesn't seem to be like an epic fantasy, so I'm sure I'll get the general gist of what's going on anyway. I still need to meal prep, and I would like to do a little bit of my scrapbooking. I'll have to actually show you later, because I did start kind of scrapbooking cross junk journaling this year, and I'm really enjoying that. So that we also need to get back into. I haven't done any for March yet, so I'll have to try and catch up on that a bit later on. I'm just going in with the IT Cosmetics concealer as well, just a little bit under my eyes. I have been sleeping so well the last few days, but I've been so tired. I think I must be paying for a sleep debt right now, but that's all good. By the way, I mentioned earlier that I went and had some food allergy tests done, and I started tracking my food in this like food sensitivity journal. I just got it off Amazon. It looks like a child's scrapbook, but I've just been writing down what I eat each day, and then any symptoms I get, and if I can guess what the possible trigger is. So the plan is to take this with me to my next appointment in 4 weeks, so we can see if cutting out the soy, egg and peanuts is helping, or if I need some further testing done, because the one thing about the skin prick is obviously it tests for allergies, but it can't test for intolerances. So that's how that's going. Now I'm going in with the Kiko Milano contour stick. I am literally just doing an everyday makeup look. I have a big birthday coming up in November, so I've been trying to plan where I want to go for it, because I think I'm going to just do like a big trip. And I think at the moment, if you had to ask me today, I'm picking the Philippines. So if you've been or you have any recommendations, can you comment them below? That would be so good. I am going to speak through the rest of my makeup, and then I think I should get onto the food prepping portion of the vlog. So let's go do that. I do indeed have another outfit on. Why I've gotten changed so many times today, I don't know. The first outfit I spilt something on. The second outfit was just the comfy one around home. Then I did film a little bit, but my partner and I went across the road to a little Japanese like court food place. There was a really cute bar. If you've ever been to Tokyo, where you've been to the really small bars, there's like a whole street. If I remember, I'll have a look online and I'll pop the name here of what I'm talking about, like the little area, but there's all these little bars. There's one across the road and we haven't been. It was so good. It really felt like I was transported back to Japan. So it's got me wanting to book a trip to Japan, but I loved that. And then we just went and had some dumplings. So that's why I'm all dressed up. And then since I was dressed up and I had makeup on, I thought I better film some TikTok. I'm trying so hard to get into like the BookTok world. If you feel like it, please do go check out my TikTok. It's just Brooke McQuaid as well. It is so embarrassing to film TikTok, so I thought that I'd film a little bit of the behind the scenes. But we're really getting there today. So now we've filmed some content. I did start to edit my previous vlog. It's currently 8:30, so I've still got a few hours, but I've also started a new book today, done some cleaning, washed my hair, went for a walk. So I'm feeling quite good about today. Also, I meal prepped. I haven't spoken to you since then, but I filmed a little bit of the chopping, etc. Super easy to make. I will put the website I got it on. However, I will say that the website didn't tell me the amount of ingredients to have. You don't have to do any cooking. It's literally just like black beans, capsicum, red onion, corn, coriander, lime juice. I used olive oil. The recipe said to use avocado oil, and then cumin, garlic powder, salt, pepper. I think that's really all it is, but it didn't tell me the amount for the dressing, so that was a bit annoying, but it tastes quite good. I've divvied it up into 3. The portions look kind of small, but I'm assuming that beans are quite filling. I don't know. So I'm hoping we'll get at least a couple of lunches out of it this month. But the real reason I wanted to sit down and talk to you again is I wanted to show you the journal that I was talking about. So I just got like a classic scrapbook kind of journal. Got it from Kmart. And then I have been slowly getting there. So we have our 2025 page. I did ins and outs of the year. They're all pretty standard. There's nothing crazy in there. For example, we've got ins, positive self-talk, outs, negative self-talk, obviously. Goals here, and then I've got a little bingo. I thought that that was quite cute. I got some ideas off Pinterest. I've already been able to colour in adopt a second cat. I went paddle boarding. I did a no alcohol month. On here we have crochet something, and I did go and crochet something the other day. I'm trying to learn, so I might be able to cross that off hopefully soon as well. But that is what that page is. And then each month I've been starting to create like a little page. I'm really hoping the camera's picking this up. So January I adopted Kip, our second cat. So he's there. Red Onyx Storm, so that deserved its own page obviously. And then you've got Kip here. And then I made the little like Dutch, what do they call this? I can't remember the terminology, but I just cut out and made it into a little book style thing. And then I've just got a little reflection there. Went to Fringe a lot in January and February, so I dedicated a little page here to show all the shows that I went to. I thought that that was really fun. I wrote myself a letter here. This is just a random page. I am still very much beginning. This is the first year that I've actually made one of these, so mine is not great compared to a few other people's, but I'm just trying and I am loving it, and I don't want to get too into perfecting it, otherwise I fear I might stop doing it. This is my favorite page. I went to my friend's hen's party and I have like a whole spread for that, so that's my favorite page. So I am probably going to catch up a bit on this. I haven't done anything for March. I still need to put something next to the reflection page, so I'm not sure what I'll pop there, and then I can start the March spread. But before I do that, I'm going to go have a shower, take off my makeup, hop into my comfy clothes, and then we're going to do a little bit of scrapbooking, either whilst I watch YouTube or I might listen to Light Luck. So this is the book I've been listening to today, and I'm already up to 88 if we go via that. So I'm enjoying it. like, it's nothing crazy. So if you're looking for a fantasy book that you want to listen to on Audible, I would recommend this because it's not like high fantasy where you really, really need to pay attention. So that is the little update, but I'm going to go get changed. This camera needs to charge, and then we can get straight back to relaxing for the rest of the